Morning Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And a day we should be celebrating with glorious victory and the blood of our foes on our weapons. You know, you get what I'm saying? Unfortunately, rain has stopped play on the Ange Postecoglou Express today, so hang on, there's no more that for the time being. It's raining all over the world. What can I say? You can't help nature, can you? It's raining here. I don't know if I'll be going for my walk today because it's like dreary and wet. It was raining in Bangkok last night, where I think Leicester City paid some planes to do a bit of rain cloud seeding. I think they just bottled it, to be honest. I haven't seen anyone blame Daniel Levy yet, which I'm quite surprised at. I'm sure there's someone on the internet saying, I shouldn't be going to Thailand in the summer. So it's disappointing. And also it rained in Manchester. So England have lost the Ashes. Australia have retained the bloody Ashes again. And I hear people like Michael Vaughan come out and say, it's a shame because England were the better team. Well, they're not, are they? They're 2-1 down. So, you know, that's cricket, eh? If we had have played properly in the first two tests, we might have won, but we didn't because we were arrogant with the bat. Bazball. Now I had a look at my subscriber count. I'm up to 989 subscribers, which is really cool. Thanks everyone. Thanks for people clicking like and subscribe. You don't have to, you know, but you know, thanks if you do. Thanks if you're just watching, just chilling out. That's cool as well. So I'll go to my Twitter feed here as usual for things to talk about, and then I'll come over to you lot in the chat, and hopefully there's a few comments there. Otherwise it'll be a quick show. So where do we go here? Where do we go? I mean, there's nothing new. It's just retreading old ground, really. But let's see. What did I get yesterday? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, dokie. Here we go. So, last word on Spurs are saying Al Hilal have held talks with an intermediary about the possibility of signing Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane. Kane is thought to be high on the agenda of one of the Saudis' top pro clubs during the summer transfer window. Nah, that ain't happening. There's no way he's going to Saudi Arabia. But this one seems to be hotting up. This rumour that's come out of nowhere. Tottenham Hotspur are interested in signing Kylian Mbappe. So we could be doing some sort of swap here. Would you go out there out in internet nutterland? Would you do a swap for Mbappe for Kane? I probably would. I'd rather we get a player coming the other way like Mbappe than like a bag of cash that would just, you know, go to the casino with and blow on lap dancers. That's what we tend to do when we've got a bit of money. Bloody Enoch's eyes are too far over on the casinos and titty bars. They think, yeah, windfall, just like a high roller. They wake up the next morning. What'd you do last night, Daniel? I bought Soldado. Shit, man, I can't believe it. There is good harmony between the owners of the two clubs, but at the moment, no agreements. Interesting. I wonder if he'd be more tempted to buy PSG than Bayern. I don't know. I mean, they're both poxy bullshit leagues. It's just a tap in for a trophy, isn't it? I don't know. I can't see it. Side news here. Dan Juma, 6 months too late, has finally gotten his move to Everton on loan from Villarreal. So Everton got there in the end. Well done, you Toffees. I don't know what we were doing with Dan Juma, really. Another stupid bit of business by Tottenham Hotspur. I don't want to be all negative, but sometimes it just gets you down, this club, doesn't it? Why we loaned in Dan Juma for nothing, for no reason, I don't know. Last word on Spurs. Bayern Munich have made it clear to Harry Kane's brother. Don't do it with your brother, mate. Don't do it with your brother. You got in the shit last time with no get-out clauses, relying on gentlemen's agreements. Don't do that, man. Get a proper person to do it with a lawyer head. You know, Perry Mason or someone. They're relying on the striker for the future and willing to offering him a long-term deal. Club is offering a 4 to 5 year contract until 2028 with a gross salary of more than 20 million euros per year, which is lots of pounds. But we ain't selling him to Bayern, so it's all irrelevant, isn't it? Tottenham Tears is saying Højbjerg has agreed personal terms with Atletico Madrid. That'd be a good move for him. Good move for us, I think. And here we go again, Fabrizio Romano. And it's Monday here, so it'll be coming up to Monday soon. So I'm hoping this is the week. This is the bloody week we do this, because we're playing another match on Wednesday. And then we're kind of running out of games. So Fabrizio Romano is saying Tottenham are advancing in talks with Wolfsburg for Mickey van der Ven. Told the agreement between the clubs is now close. Negotiations are underway and talks on Monday were really positive. Waiting for key details, more to follow. Well, let's just do it, eh? Let's just do it. And finally, from the Spursosphere in the Twitter world, last word on Spurs are saying Daniel Farke would love to sign Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Oliver Skipp at Leeds United if he could this summer, after relying on him on loan at Norwich. The English midfielder, 22, missed just one championship game in that season, as Farke's Canaries won the division. It's got to be a joke in that name, but you know, it's too obvious, eh? Starting 44 times, and even though Ethan Ampadu has arrived to bolster the midfield, the Spurs man would be an ideal target for the Whites boss. Yeah, get him in. We could let Skipp go. That's all right. And so what do you reckon of that? Skipp and Højbjerg on their way out? I'm all right with that. Mbappe swap for Kane, I'm all right with that as well. Kane swap for half a bag of cash, I'm not all right with that. Even if he leaves on a free, I want him to stay because he's a best player. I want Spurs to be good, not almost good. But we've got to get these centre-backs, haven't we? Bloody hell, this is starting to get me nervous now. Because we are going to score more goals this season, but we're going to probably let more in if we're not going to be all protective at the back there. So, you know, let's see what's happening in the chat. Oh, there's only one chat comment there, so it might be quick this morning. Nothing happening, I don't blame you lot. Not a lot of stuff to be amused to as a Spurs fan this morning, especially as we were all hoping to see a game last night and it didn't happen. That was a shame. But, yeah, you can't help nature, man. Yusarian, good morning, man. Morning, Paul. Morning, hippies. Bit disappointing, but safety first in any case. In Edge we trust. Coming you Spurs. That's it, man. It's probably the lightning. There was a bit of thunder and lightning around. That's probably why they did it, as well as the pitch being... They had to try and squeegee the water off. That wasn't happening. How many people are in here watching? Because there's no comments unless I've buggered up the comment machine. Hang on. There's loads of people in. There's loads of comments. Why isn't it coming up on my comment thing? Why isn't it working? Oh, because I did the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, I did the wrong thing, didn't I? I did the wrong thing. Sorry, folks. I was just going to faff around a bit here because I forgot. Because I started the stream earlier, but I clicked the button twice, so it ended it immediately. I've got the wrong chat box up, so bear with me. I know you're all there. Thank you. I shouldn't have doubted you. Hang on. It won't take long. There we go here. YouTube Studio. It's always so confusing, all this shit, isn't it? There we go. Manage. Go in there. Pop out chat. Live chat. There we go. That's that bit done. Riveting viewing this, eh? You could be anywhere on the internet now and you're watching this old fart. Fuck around with this. Here we go. Right. So I'll go through your comments. For the first load, I won't be able to bring up on the screen because I just buggered it up basically. But then after a wee while, I will be able to do comments on the page. Hang on, and I can't get that off now. So Yasarian's comment's going to be up there a while. Okay, what we got? We've got Lewis is saying reports coming out saying that Joe Lewis has told Levy to sell Harry Kane if there's no contract agreed between both parties. It seems like Joe Lewis has some balls and told Levy to sort out the mess with Kane. Bollocks, I don't believe that for a second, mate. Joe Lewis doesn't give a shit about Tottenham. Tottenham is just a tiny little pimple on his business arse that spreads the planet. So I don't think he'd be saying anything of the sort, man. He'd be too busy on his boat doing dodgy billionaire things, no doubt. Look, investigating cloning, looking for immortality. I mean, that's the sort of shit these rich people would be doing, wouldn't it? If you've got that much money and you've got that little empathy for your fellow human being, you're going to be looking at cloning, aren't you? All right, just a thought. Eco Echo, hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Eco Echo. Moondog says, I'm sick of hearing about Kane. Me too, man. Me too. I'm with you. Let me see if we've got... right, so let me just bring that one up and I can make that disappear. There we go. Right, we're on. We're off and running. Moondog, I'm sick of hearing about Kane. Me too, man. Me too. It's all rough, guff and mirrors and nonsense and smoke and mirages. That's all it is. Aaron Dove says, what? I'm watching Happy Mondays gig from 1990 on YouTube. Then Paul pops up. I was just thinking about them this morning. Saw them in Sheffield many, many years ago. Shamu Van der Ven, what a joke we are. I know, well, let's get it done this week. Maybe we can be a little bit less of a joke. Aaron says, got to be biggest Spurs channel in the Southern Hemisphere, Paul. It always makes me laugh, that phrase, biggest in the Southern Hemisphere, because that means, like, you know, it'd be like, new shopping mall opening in Western Sydney, the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere. And it's like, okay, so it's bigger than like South Africa and Brazil and Argentina. There's no one lives in the Southern Hemisphere. There's nothing here. Shamu Van der Ven says, how do you DM on Twitter? Do I have to follow you first? I've no idea, man. Maybe. I don't know. There's my Twitter handle up there at Hotspur Hippie. But I don't know, maybe. Lewis says, hit the subscribe button to reach 1,000 for Paul. Thanks, Lewis. Thank you. That'd be awesome if I get to that. I might get it today. That'd be fun, that, eh? Who'd have thought? Brilliant. Echo. Lewis could not care less. Just more clickbait journalism, yeah. I'm inclined to agree with you on that one. And you don't seem convinced about the Mbappe rumours either, Echo. Aaron Dove says we'll just get his cousin Bobble or Mbobble. Yeah. Remember Ali Dyer? What a signing that was. Graham Souness at Southampton. Daniela Zito says Mbappe would never come to Tottenham. No chance of it happening. He's not. Let's not get excited about it. For the people that are getting excited, well, you know, it's a funny rumour, I think. I can't see it happening. Lewis says Bayern don't do long-term contracts for older players. Yeah, well, they're saying 4 or 5 years. I don't know, man. Shamu Van der Ven says, swear we heard that news about Van der Ven weeks ago. I know. It's like Pedro Porro all over again, isn't it? You know, the man we could have signed right at the beginning of a window, maybe had a couple of better results and gotten into European competition this year. But instead we stuffed around, signed him at the last minute, and, you know, it was too late then for him to make an impact. That's one reason why we didn't make Europe. The other reason, and in a way we're fortunate it did piss down rain in Bangkok last night, because it means that we didn't have to see Eric Dyer embarrass himself. That void in defence we have. Be nice to see him go. Really would. Echo says Bayern won't pay 120 million either, and I think that's what it'll come down to, man. If they're not going to pay it, then he's not going. That's it. He's just not going. Moondog says we've been talking with Van der Ven since 20th of June. How long does it take I know. And I hear people saying, it's complicated. I don't know, man. It's not that complicated, is it? He wants to play for us. Just agree a fee, get him over. Mikelaiho says Skippy was a carbon copy of Højbjerg. Though Højbjerg was more experienced. I think they're both pretty basic midfielders. They kind of started playing similarly last year, didn't they, really? They're the sort of midfielder, like if they've got someone good playing with them, then they play better, but the two of them just couldn't lift each other's game at all last season. Let's skip forward a few, then I can get fans on the screen. Raf says, feel sorry for all the fans who travel to Bangkok. No apology from Spurs, just a small thank you for coming. Well, I mean, they can't help the rain, can they? Mountain Bushman says, Stema, Aeronista. Bummer about the rain. Yeah, rain everywhere, man. Rain here, rain in Sydney, it's probably raining where you are. It's raining in Bangkok and it's raining in Manchester. Everywhere, it's all rain. Bloody rain ruins sport everywhere. All right, let's have a look over here. I can start bringing these up on the screen now. I can just minimise that. There we go. All right, Lewis says, I think Tapsoba is off due to is it Leverkusen sold other players already? Oh, we'll see what happens, eh? Echo, spot on, Paul. Billionaires are bastards. Yeah, I mean, they are though, aren't they? You know, I can't see any way around it. When is enough enough? I mean, you know what, you get to 100 million and you don't think about, oh, I can't spend all this money in my life or my kids' lives. Maybe I'll just do some good for the world. Nah, I just get more. I'll use it to make more for no reason. Just take all this money off other people. They are absolute bastards. Bruin South. Candy Cane's the only cane I'm interested in. That's a good cane to be interested in, man. Lewis says, apparently other players at Tottenham have asked Kane about a possible transfer to Bayern. Apparently he's just smiled and said nothing. Where are you getting your info from here Lewis? You seem to have your nose firmly on the ground here, the ear to the wall, the shoulder to the grindstone. Here we go, Stamo, done that. Here we go. Paul G. Evening, Paul. Evening, Paul. Everyone else in the chat. Shamu van der Ven, Levy equals, oh, I don't know if this is the word to say. If I say this, will I get told off? It's not, yeb empty or other words I could say, but I don't know what it is, man. I will have to confer with Mountain Bushman on the meaning of that. We don't want was it a Capulus, Coopy Capulus? Cabbage head scenario blowing up. I'll get cancelled off the internet. United Spurs of America, hey, here's Jacob. Big up. Hello, Jacob. How you going, man? Yeah, disappointing, eh? No game. I hope you invested your time wisely in sleep instead. Shamu van der Ven says, sun here. Oh, well. It's going to be sunny somewhere, I suppose, isn't it? Leave equals Budala. Budala, that's it, man. That's it. Where is he? Where is he? Levy, you Budala! We can't defend with this Eric Dyer character. He keeps running up the wrong end of the pitch and breaking his fingernails. Levy, Budala! Oh, Miller Jelinek isn't happy. He's not happy. Aaron says it's pissing down in Dublin all weekend. Yeah, that's probably one of the least surprising weather forecasts. But yeah, raining all over the world apart from where Shamu is. Shamu is some sort of sun god. Lewis says, I don't think the squad will play on Wednesday due to heavy rain in Singapore. So we got, bloody hell, have we just hit monsoon belts? Have we? Let's have a look at the old weather report. Singapore weather. See if I can find a site. I just want a site that just gives me easy symbols, man. Easy symbols. There we go. Wednesday. No rain. No rain Wednesday evening. Sunny. 29 degrees. Lovely night. So it should be good. We should get a game. Shamu van der Ven. They could have played pre-season friendly here as a warm-up game before the women come out for the World Cup. Yeah, the World Cup hasn't really caught fire here, I must admit, although, I don't get out and mix with humanity much in Sydney, but I'm not feeling a buzz. Wayne Bonner says on the plus side, at least we kept a clean sheet today. Yeah, on the plus side, like I said, we didn't get to see Eric Dyer embarrass himself, which is good, I suppose. But I would have liked to have seen the boys because, especially the second half against West Ham, I think things were starting to come good. Pre-season starts when they get back to London, says Aaron Dove. All the stuff now is just sponsor obligation crap, same as the stunt in Korea last summer. Yeah, it doesn't strike me as being a a hard, rigorous pre-season tournament, does it? Sort of, there's a lot of time flying in there. There's at least 48 hours out the whole thing, and a few hours on for changeover. So there's a lot of mucking around, isn't it? Ego Echo, peace, man. No game. I had to tackle the honey-do lists. Oh no, man. Oh, I don't have one of them. You're off to Bunnings, eh? I don't miss those days. The benefit of living in a crappy apartment. Don't have to worry about shit. Shamu Van Der Vu. We should have had one of those old school penalty shootouts between the keepers when just throw kick the ball. Yeah, just get them out there just to have a result, eh? Just to have a result. Paul G, 11 subscribers away from the big 1,000. I know, man. I know, it's catching up. Goes up in fits and starts. And then it'll like plod around for a few days and then start going down and then it'll go up. And I don't know. I just can't be bothered chasing the numbers. I'm doing everything that you shouldn't do because I figure everyone's doing what they should do on YouTube. That's my gap. Incompetence. Unslickness. A stupid green screen effect where I don't always appear on the screen. That's what people want to see out there. They don't want to see me in front of a proper green screen and being all professional and not messing up words and stuff. They want amateurism. That's what they want out there. Echo, at least Winks didn't score 2 goals against us. Yeah, well, that would have been funny, eh? I completely forgot. We would have seen Winks in a Leicester shirt. I was thinking about Maddison playing against his old team. I forgot completely about Winks. That's the impression he left on me from his pitch pitch days as a Tottenham player. Lewis says, I wonder if the squad has left Bangkok yet. I don't know, man. If they're just going to Singapore, I don't think that's that far. So, don't know. Probably. I don't know. Who knows? There'll be some nerd out there on the internet, because I did see it with when Spurs left England. Someone had their flight tracked, so I'm sure there's someone out there that's tracking their flights and stuff, their itinerary. And Paul G's got a smiley face. All right, well, I'm just going to have a quick look on Twitter. Well, let's see how many people are watching here. We've got quite a few watching. Wow, okay. That's nice. Thanks, everyone. What is it, Sunday night over there, so there's not going to be much happening, so I'll just have a quick look here. Any spurious rumours? Well, to back up Lewis here, Spurs OTM are now saying Daniel Levy has been told by Joe Lewis he must sell Harry Kane if no new contract is agreed. That comes from the Daily Telegraph. Ducker is the cat's name. A Fleet Street meathead drumming up traffic. No, I find that very hard to believe. Let's have a look at his story here. Who's he quoting here? He's not bloody quoting Joe Lewis. It's going to be sources close to, isn't it? What a load of old bollocks. I bet he's an Arsenal fan. The whole media wants Tottenham to sell Harry Kane, don't they? They bloody hate us. I think that's bollocks, that story. Oh, everyone's retweeting it now. So this Ducker guy, I've never heard of him. What's Ducker like? Daily Telegraph, he's got to be a wanker, isn't he? And it's spread it. Everyone's on it now. Everyone's talking about that Joe Lewis thing. I can't see it. Fuck, you could be a journalist these days and you could just write any old crap, can't you? Any old crap. And you just say sources close to, no one can sue you. Just ridiculous. Let's have a look here. Anything else here? Oh, Mail Sport are doing it as well. So last word on Spurs are now saying Tottenham Hotspur owner Joe Lewis has informed Spurs chairman Daniel Levy he must sell Harry Kane this summer if the striker doesn't sign a new deal. And that's coming from Chris Wheeler and Matt Barlow at the Daily Mail. More pricks. Ugh. Who cares what they say? If it happens, it happens. Then we'll know, won't we? I can't. What? So you just accept any price for Harry Kane if he won't sign? Is that what we're saying? I just don't understand it. We'll take 50 quid for Harry Kane. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. God, all the rumours are coming out now. Last word on Spurs. This is from Jamie Jackson, whoever that is. Who's that? Jamie Jackson, correspondent at the Guardian. Ah, those tree huggers, fake tree huggers. Manchester United officials are now pondering a fresh move for Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane this summer, with a potential 100 million fee not necessarily a stumbling block. Kane is demanding a minimum £30 million a year salary. Nah. Stuff and nonsense. Stuff and nonsense. I mean, what's Daniel Levy? Joe Lewis has never got involved in the club. Oh, now it's all about, it's an ultimatum for Harry Kane. Joe Lewis, he's only at White Hart Lane when there's boxing. Never when there's football, he don't give a shit. It's all hot air, this one. Shamu Van der Ven says, pretty sure I heard C Squared, Chris Cowlin, say their flight was not long after the game ended. Okay, there you go. I'll take Mr. Cowlin's word for it. He's probably on the same plane. He's probably flying their plane. Lewis says, what do you think about the possibility of Højbjerg leaving? Yeah, fine by me, man. Fine by me. I think the options we've got in midfield are good enough without skipping Højbjerg now. So get rid of them. Get rid of them. We need to thin our squad down. That could be 2 that go. Get a couple of central defenders in. That's another 2 that can go. Then we've probably still got to get rid of another 5 players on top of that. So, yeah, get them out. Yeah, clickbait, you reckon? Echo? Yeah, I'm with you, man. It's all crap. Sunday night, they're just getting ready to start flogging papers on Monday morning, aren't they? For all the herds of people getting on the train that can still be asked to read a newspaper anymore. Otherwise, everyone's just looking at their phones, trying to ignore everyone else around them, not even looking out the window. That's what life on the train's like these days. Miserable. And don't get me started on quiet carriages. You can stick quiet carriages up your arse as well. Echo, like Kate Kane going house hunting. Oh, yeah, I saw that one. Woman is 8 months pregnant, 3 young children under 6. That woman ain't going nowhere in the middle of summer. Yeah, that's a fair point, I think. House hunting. Lewis says, I usually rely on Alistair Gold. Yeah, he's wrong as well, though, sometimes. When he injects himself and his own opinion into his stories, he gets it wrong. Hoss Subaru. Hi to our good friend Paul. Hello, Hoss Subaru. That's a good name, man. Just tried to Google it, but all I found was Tottenham owner Joe Lewis says Aaron Dove lives on a boat worth 112. He lives on a boat. His boat is worth 112 million. He's friends with Tiger Woods and gave the Nolans. He gave the Nolans their first gig. Well, I used to know the Nolans. Where I lived in Hillingdon, we used to live opposite Colleen Nolan around the time she was knocking around with Shane Ritchie. And because they were Irish, Northern Irish, my mum was Northern Irish, they used to come round our house and we used to go round their house. I saw all the bloody Nolans. Oh, it was great. Bernadette, they were lovely girls as well, lovely girls. Although Shane Ritchie only had one joke. It was just before he was making it big into TV. And every time I saw him walking his dog, I'd say, oh, morning, Shane. He said, yeah, got the remote control tampon out for a walk. Oh, yeah, right, good one, Shane. But he was all right as well. He was all right with old Shane Ritchie. Future music, don't believe any of it. The media rats Love to light the blue touch paper on the turd firework. That's it, man. That's all they're doing. Just spreading effervescent effluence all over the reading public. That's all they do, man. Morning future music. Ego Echo, that's why I listen to you, Paul, level-headed. Why are people losing their shit already? Are they go, the world's coming in. I'm not saying it won't happen, but the time to worry about it is when it does happen, not now. I can't quite see it happening myself, but, you know. Kim62, good morning, man. Peace and love, Paul. Peace and love, man. Can't control the weather. That's it, man. But for the fans who are there, we move on. Yeah, you know, I mean, I expect a lot of the fans to be philosophical about it. Sometimes just shit happens, doesn't it? And hopefully they've had fun going over there and enjoying a bit of a Bangkok Thai experience. There's plenty to do there. Real good fun city. I saw some Thai boxing over there a few years ago. It was great fun. Great city. Huge city. And it seemed, you know, pretty clean, and, you know, people seem cool there. You know, you come to a big city like Sydney and everyone's a bit of a tosser, but oh well, that's life, eh? Lewis says, I think the fans should get a refund for the Bangkok game. I don't know, man. I don't know. You just can't help the weather, can you? I think if I was going and I'd forked out the money to go, I think I wouldn't be asking for a refund. I think it's just one of those things that happens in life. You know, you think you kind of accept there's a possibility of it happening when you go into it. Maybe you have your own insurance, something like that. But I don't know about that. Aaron Dove, Paul's got an in with Lewis, the Nolans. Yeah, get flirting, mate. That's it. That was a long time ago. Are they still going? I think a couple of them have passed away. Did Colleen Nolan die? She didn't die, did she? No, she is. Yeah, okay, there we go. Where was she born? She was 7 years older than me. Wow, okay. Oh, she was on TV a lot. There she goes. Blah, 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 blah. Career. Oh, she had a good old TV career after I moved to Australia. Brilliant. No controversy. No, there's no controversy with Colleen Nolan. She's just lovely. She's a lovely girl. Good to see. Bruce House, Paul, clock just past midnight there, eh? Future music, they adore our logo because it's a fighting cock. We're in a spur, that's it. I'm ruining the day when they ever get rid of that to make it more family friendly. Oh, well, you know. No. The spur stays, man. Echo, early day tomorrow, night all. Night, man, thanks for coming around. 24Z, yo. Now, have you got any breaking news, 24Z? Apart from all the Harry Kane bollocks about him going to Man United and Joe Lewis saying, I'll sell him, which I don't believe for 1 second. Oh, here we go. Here's 24Z's take. This centre-back is pissing me off. Even the Kane and PH stuff. Can we just get something done? Yeah, man. I know. This week. It's got to be this week. Surely this week we're going to get a centre-back. Surely. We can't not. We can't not, man. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Hit Colleen up, give it worth a shot. Aaron, she wouldn't remember me, man. When was it? It was, I reckon it would have been around about the years 1982 to 1988, something like that. So it's a long time ago. When Spurs were good. That's when I was a season ticket holder at White Hart Lane. If only I'd known then the Colleen link with Tottenham, I would have stayed in touch. Chris says, common new Spurs. That's it, man. If Levy and Co had a brain cell between them, they would realise now this is monsoon season. Yes, Chris, you win the prize. I was waiting for someone to blame Levy for the weather, and you've taken the trophy, man. I don't know. Look, monsoon season is a weird old thing because you get them here in Darwin. And in Darwin, I suppose it's January to April is wet season. So I'm assuming Thailand would be June to October. And monsoon season doesn't necessarily mean it's pissing down 24 hours a day. It's usually tropical afternoon storms. and it gets drier in the evening. That's what it typically means. So I think they just got unlucky with the weather, man. Unlucky. 24Z has no breaking news. Okay, well that's worth singing about. Where is it? Oh, I can't even get the thing to appear now. Here we go. The breaking news is there's no breaking news. There's nothing happening. Nothing happening. There we go. But apart from Pierre-Emile Højbjerg has agreed personal terms with Atletico earlier today. Yeah, man, I saw that one. That could be a good move. And maybe it'll free up some bloody funds so we get a centre back, because we looks like we're doing this sell to buy bullshit at Tottenham. Maybe that's the only reason for these hold-ups in buying centre backs. We want to make sure we sell players first. Fuck's sake. Surely we can't let it run on anymore. I know, man. I'm feeling the frustration. Mountain Bushman, love the Nolans. Yes, man. Yeah. I remember there was Maureen, Colleen, Bernadette were all around our house once, and I came in and I was like, 13 at the height of puberty, and there's the Nolans sitting in my living room. I'm just going to go to my room and watch some TV. You make me feel like... No, was it like dancing? No, that's Leo Sayer. Dancing, romancing, da-da-da-da-da-da. You make me feel like dancing, romancing, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I saw them at the Alfred Beck Theatre in Hayes. We got free tickets. Corruption, man. Corruption, I love it. Low scale corruption. I'm all for a bit of greasy palms here and there. Free Nolan Sisters tickets. It was great. Kim62. Will we really be behind the other clubs for preparation before the start of the season? We still have other games arranged, so we will be okay. I think we're going to be fine, man. I think we're going to be fine. We're playing some Singapore team on Wednesday, and then I think after that it's Barcelona, isn't it? And then we're off. I think we're playing against Singapore Wednesday. Let's have a look. See if Google can give me the fixtures without dicking me around. Yeah, Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. We are playing. This is Sydney time, so it's 1:30 p.m. for people in England. So you'll all be pretending you're working while you're listening to the game or watching the game. Alt tab. I've been there, mate. I know what it's like. Tottenham versus Lion City Sailors. Then Sunday, 11 p.m. So that's 2 a.m. What? 11 p.m. here. Oh, 2 p.m. Hang on, 11. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. on Sunday in England. Tottenham versus Shakhtar Donetsk. So that's a good one. And then we got Barcelona after that. So we've still got 3 decent games or 2 decent games. I don't know what Lion City Sailors would be like, but 2 decent games. I think that's plenty to prepare. Plenty. We're all right. Aaron Dove, July to October. I was right then, yeah. But it doesn't mean it's raining all the time. It's usually afternoon. And I bet there's shoulders around that. So maybe, August would be the heavy month in that. So, I'm not blaming Levy for that one. 24Z, nothing at all. Love the breaking news. Kind of Joy Division and New Order. It was the only one I could find for free that I can use without incurring any copyright wrath. And I like it if it's too long. The breaking news thing goes over my head because I can't be bothered to edit it. Like I say, I love doing half-assed. 90%. This is the only 90% channel on the internet where 90% is good enough. Because people always say, the last 10%, that's the hardest bit. Well, don't bother with it. You're up to 90. That's the easy bit. Cruise after that. No one will notice. That's my career tips for anyone out there that wants to get ahead in the career world in corporations. 90%, man. Fuck the rest. Look at me. GoFundMe link in the description because I've got no money. It'd be a good time to mention that. A few more weeks. I've got to last a few more weeks till I can start working again. I'm feeling really bloody tight. A lot of people help me out with a few dollars here and there. I will close the GoFundMe down when I get over 1,000 subscribers and I get monetized then, because it'll just make me feel better. It'll make me feel like I'm a reputable broadcaster when I start saying super chats and memberships and things like that. It's because it's legit, isn't it? Whereas at the moment I'm not, so it feels like I'm begging, but I have to. That's necessity. But thanks to everyone that's helped already. But I get it's tough out there for everyone. So don't worry about it. And if the website gives you shit and you can't work it out, don't worry about it. But if you can, it's going a long way. Thank you very much. 24Z. They're acting like we haven't been in the Champions League last season. Sorry, mate, can't afford 65 million on 2 solid centre-backs for the next 5 years. You know, and if there is a bit of this 24Z, then I don't see what's like. So you miss Champions League, right? You miss Champions League, you miss out on, say, 60 million quid. So, okay, we've got 60 million quid less to spend, but we have to make our team better to get back into Champions League. So you still have to spend the money. You can't just not spend the money, because then you're going to just get worse. So I think it's going to happen. And look, even one centre-back, we all know one centre-back. I mean, we're only one injury away from being dog shit at the back, but even one centre-back will make us so much better this season. That's why I want it. It's frustrating seeing the incompetency at the back, even against Leicester. Davinson Sanchez, same old story. I don't want to see that again. You know, I want to see teams score against us when they've earned it, not just stroll up to Eric Dyer, the man they call the ghost. You know, because players, when they're attacking their goal, they can't figure out if there's a presence there or not. It might unnerve them slightly, but then they just whack the ball and it's 1-0 Fricks FC, Spurs 0 after 2 minutes. I don't want to see that anymore. Paul G, as much as it's frustrating those centre-backs, there's also a worry we've not shifted any deadwood. So much business to carry out needed. Yeah, well, I mean, the deadline is, when have we got to register the Premier League? We've got the transfer window, and then we've got to have our 25-man squad for the Premier League. And we've got like 31, 33 players or something. So, I mean, if they're not in the squad, they're going to be just dicking around. And I don't think that's Angie's fault. You know, he's probably let them know that these players are on the out list. And if they don't get rid of them, what else can the man do, you know? Davinson Sanchez says Lewis probably needs to be sold before buying a new centre-back. It's beginning to smell a bit of this, isn't it, Lewis? That we're trying to sell players before we buy them. Point is stupid. Aaron Dove, Ukrainian team before Barca. Yeah, I think that was what it said. I'll just check again, Aaron. Yeah, we've got, and these, I'm just going to do it in my times, all right? So the days are the same anyway. So Wednesday, Lion City Sailors. Then Sunday, the 6th of August, so we've got 10 days gap. We're playing Shakhtar. And then 3 days after that, on the 9th of August, we're playing Barcelona. And then 4 days after that, it's Brentford. We're going to smash the bees. George says, Paul, there's a hold up on the 2 centre-backs until we can sort out Mbappe's contract wages. You heard it here first. Man, wouldn't that be hilarious if that was the hold up? We wanted to get... That makes no sense, man. So we're going to get Mbappe's contract sorted out, and then we're going to get the 2 centre-backs when we spent more money. I do like it, though. It makes me chuckle. Any more subscribers, Paul? Let's have a look here. Am I up to 990? Let's have a look. No, 989. It's all right. Don't worry. It will go up of its own accord when people flock over to this high-quality production. Bayern Munich made a 3rd bid for Kane, £85 million. Ben Jacob is the third journalist. Okay, £85 million is starting to get at the pointy end, isn't it? Pointy end. That's when it starts becoming a bit tempting, I think. 24Z, exactly, Paul. All logic goes out the window with Levy, I know, man. Because they don't get football. Steady shot. I always see your streams after you've been live for a fair while. Oh, well, welcome. You're here now, man. You're here now. And it looks like some rumours are plopping out of England because the Fleet Street meatheads want to get everyone clicking their bile when they wake up in a few hours on Monday morning. So let's just see what's happening here. Oh, here we go. Here's a quote from Heung-min Song. The last word Spurs are running with. Harry's been fantastic for me. He's always professional, working hard. Let's just see if there's anything interesting in this. Yeah, no, he's just saying he likes Harry. Not going to read all that out. Blah, blah, blah. This Joe Lewis stamping his foot story seems to be gaining traction. I mean, I swear, man, journalism, I've said this before, all it is a load of chat GPT bots, and they just pump out all different possibilities, and then we, the mug punters, decide what the news is by the one we click on most. And then that one gains traction, and then that starts getting spread by the other meatheads. It's all bollocks. Oh, here we go. Everyone's talking about it. Yeah, here we go. So Bayern third bid for Kane. Package is expected to be close to 100 million euros. Close, but no cigar then, I'm afraid, Bayern. It's not good enough. It's not enough. £85.5 million? No, it's not enough. Bugger off, Bayern. Ah, Irish Hotspur. Hello, man. Hello, man. I was watching you last night. Disappointed that the game didn't get going. Spurs struggle to get Ashley Phillips, let alone Mbappe. Yeah, I mean, you know, it makes me smile, though, a story like that. Spurs are interested in Mbappe. Hang on, what's happening here? Someone's texted me something. Oh, Mountain Bushman just texted me a bloody Nolan's Sisters song. Aaron Dove, 85 million quid sterling. Now, that's an eyebrow raiser. Okay, so people's heads are being turned by this big sack of cash. Am I being turned? I don't know. It's getting close, isn't it? Getting close. But we ain't got... Hang on. If you think about it from football, who's our striker going to be? Because it ain't Mbappe. Mbappe's not going to come to Tottenham. Fuck's sake. So who've we got? Richarlison? I don't think so. Keep him for one more year. Keep him for one more year. Bugger it. Kim 62. I just don't think Levy and Enoch want to be challenging for Premier because if they achieve this, they don't want to sustain it every year. Cost much to keep up that standard. Yeah, I can kind of see what you're saying there, Kim. I'm getting a little bit worried that you know, if they start seeing us play well, then they'll think, oh well, that's good enough. And I think they've done that in the past where we've just scraped into top four. We've not really challenged for a title. You know, because to me, top four is all right if you're in a title race and you fall short. Just getting in there on goal difference on the last day and celebrating it, it's a bit arse, really. And I think that's just what happens at our club sometimes. You know, they'll see that we're top four, oh, that'll do, that's good enough. And that's it. And then they just let the team stagnate as much as possible. We can't get even Ashley Phillips. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it says it all, doesn't it? Audio Artisan, good evening, bruv. Evening, man. How you going? George says, until I see Kane... Hang on, let's click on it first. George says, until I see Kane wearing lederhosen, I won't believe it. I won't believe it either. Oh, here we go. All right, Aaron's in. 85 million. Put him there, brother. That's it. Aaron's in. Alan's been sold. That's it. Lewis is holding out for another 5 million, though. He's holding out for £90 million is the mark for me. I'm kind of... I don't know. It depends what we do with the money. The problem is we're Tottenham, aren't we? We're Tottenham. If we get that much money, we're going to buy 5 shit players. And then Angel gets sacked in March. That's what will happen. Mountain Bushman's favourite Nolan track is Got to Pull Myself Together. My favourite. I'd love to play it, but the copyright police would get on my case. Oh, look at this, he's getting in with the crowd now. Look at you, you little internet person. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Have we got many people watching? There's a few people chatting, so that's always positive. Hang on, I can't find myself now. Hang on, now I've got to hear myself. Oh, there's a few in the chat. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. Thanks for popping along. Well, I'm going to go and have a spot of breakfast, I think. Thanks for joining me this morning. We've passed an hour away together when nothing is happening in the Spurs news. Couldn't even get a game off the ground, let alone anything else. But I've only got 2 more sleeps till we kick off against Singapore Lions on Wednesday. So I'm excited about that. It's not too far away. I'll just have a quick look at the last bit of chat here. Evening, Paul, says Richie B. Surely Kane got to be worth 120 million easy. Rice did go for 105. I mean, I thought that was a ridiculous price for him, but you know, yeah, well, I'd go for that. Go for 120. Steady Shot, is friendly postponed or outright cancelled? Yeah, it's cancelled. Absolutely, it's cancelled. That's it. One and done. Whoops, clicking on the wrong thing here. Lewis says, I don't think Ange cares about Kane staying any further. Maybe he's over it. Maybe he's right. Maybe all this kerfuffle. There could be some truth in that. Maybe he doesn't want the cloud hanging over the team anymore. Who knows? Who knows? What will be, you know. Paul Brown, evening Paul for me anywhere. Hopefully it's all well despite today. Yeah, all's well, man. All's well. And thanks everyone for joining me. Thanks for everyone that's, you know, keeps this stream going, because I do a lot of fun even when there's nothing to talk about. It's a good laugh, eh? So just the GoFundMe in the description, which after I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be a more legitimate, productive member of society. I'll be a professional YouTuber, waiting for my driver's license to come back in September. I'm actually really looking forward to that, because I'll be driving a lot. I'll be able to do videos from nice places around the area when Spurs thoughts cross my mind. So yeah, this is I'm excited. I'm excited to get back being productive in society. I would say I'm a bludger, but I'm not, because the only thing I can claim from the government is taxi tickets. And I said, taxi tickets? I've got no money. Where am I going to go? And they said, I don't know. Thanks, government. But anyway, enough of all that old crap. I will say peace and love to you all, man. Peace and love and happiness everywhere. And come on, you Spurs.